Welcome back in. It is David from Sign and Slab, and today we've got the mail for Friday, August 25th. So let's dive right in. We'll start out with my main man, Mookie Betts. I showed a couple of his cards in yesterday's mail, and so today we're going to feature. I got a couple of these. These are just the blue prisms. They're not, the non-autographed versions are not numbered, but I just thought this was a cool looking card. I really like Prism design in the Topps Chrome, and so when I saw these, I was like, I gotta have a couple of these. The blue background and color, just like it just kills it with that picture of him. So the 2023 Topps Chrome Platinum, these are your blue prisms. Next up, I've got this one is numbered. This is the red atomic, or I don't know, they may call it, or red sapphire maybe is what they call it, red and blue sapphire. These are numbered out of 100. And so as I just mentioned, there's also a blue counterpart to this, which is another card I'm trying to run down. I've been on a couple and haven't won them yet, but I'm hoping I'll finally break through with one. But I've always liked the 2011 football in Topps Chrome was the original of this sort of what they called at that time the Crystal Atomic design. It was atomic in baseball and in some of the Bowman products for a little while, and then I think now they've sort of adopted it as really the sapphire look. In the Panini world, this same thing's called cracked ice. I'm always going to refer to it as atomic because that's really what it started out as. But anyway, like I said, love the look of this card in general. So there are a few of the parallels that I'm going to run down. I want to get the blue one, but I mean, man, that card just looks cool. I probably will try to get these in slabs. If people do start grading them, I see 10s, I may just try to pick that up. But for now, just gonna enjoy the raw cards. But 3 set here of some what I think are really cool Mookies. So speaking of crystal atomic sapphire, we've got another one here. 2019 Topps Chrome Sapphire Mike Trout. These are not serial numbered cards, but man, it's a really good picture of him leaping to steal a home run in that atomic design in a PSA 10. I just think this is the kind of card, non-rookie card that, like, no one's gonna get rich on stuff like this, but I just think there's a pretty high floor on what these could be worth, in the long run, especially in a PSA 10. I just think they really are cards that catch your eye. A lot of people are going to like them. And so when I see stuff like this, I always bid on it. Don't win a lot, but when I do win, I know that I usually got a pretty good deal, and felt like that was true on this one. I've got, I think, 3 copies of this card in PSA 10 now. But I don't mind holding stuff like that. If nothing else, I'm sure I can trade this to somebody in a deal. So Mike Trout, Sapphire, 2019 Topps Chrome. Last but not least, this is a little bit of a weird one for me, but it was one that I saw in an auction and just thought, I'm gonna just throw a kind of low-ish bid and see what happens. So, with kind of the popularity of the movie recently, Oppenheimer, we've got here a 2008 Allen and Ginter Albert Einstein Mini PSA 10. Einstein has some cards, some vintage era cards from some of the different non-sports sets, a little bit after kind of the tobacco era, but just the small cards. So this is one of the things that appealed to me is the Allen and Ginter Mini size kind of lines up with that history of older non-sport cards. But look, this is the kind of thing, I don't have an Einstein autograph. It's something that's on my list. So this is the kind of thing I feel like that, like with the cut autograph, I could put a nice little desk or shelf display of some sort. And I mean, when you're I just think when you're buying cards like this for, you know, around the price, or I mean sometimes even less than what the regular grading price is. I feel like there's enough of a floor there. It's not a ton of money, right? I mean, I think this thing cost me like 20 bucks or something. It's just not a lot of money. Like, so, I mean, I can't really lose. And, you know, I didn't necessarily buy this looking to like make money long term. It was more just I like the look of it. And this is the kind of thing that when I show it to different people, and even like it, Albert Einstein's not somebody that people expects to kind of show up on a card. And so it's a fun little thing to kind of teach people about other components of the hobby besides just the sports cards. And some of you know, I'm bullish long term on some of the non-sports stuff. I think presidents, historical figures, you know, even like rock bands, entertainers, etc., like movies and television stuff. I just think that'll have a chance to grow in popularity over time. Again, this isn't something that anyone's ever going to like 10x their money or 100x their money on. But it's just something to spend a few bucks on to own that's kind of fun, a neat little conversation starter sometimes when you're talking to people who aren't necessarily in the hobby about some of the stuff that you collect. So anyway, Albert Einstein, Allen and Ginter. So today it was just cards, no autographs. We got, of course, Mookie's, Mike Trout, and Albert Einstein. Not a bad Friday. Football starts this weekend in Texas, so we'll be out there watching that, supporting a couple of the local teams here. And anyway, hope you have a great weekend. I've got a big mail day, I think, coming next week. Really excited about it. And until then, have a great weekend. Be safe out there. And if you hope you like these videos, if you do, please hit like, hit subscribe, tell your friends. You can find me on Instagram at Sign and Slab, and now also at the Mookie Guy. So I will see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching.